success rate simply because that's what's going to develop a great psychology.
Hello everyone. As usual, Thursday, live trading room is here. We are starting today. As usual, we are starting with Lachlan. Lachlan, how are you doing today?
Very well. Watching a very volatile market, Christian, bounce up and down. It is super volatile off the back of last night. So.
Yeah, we had a chance to discuss a bit with Lachlan the market right now. We were watching together on DAX 40, and I guess today Lachlan will tell you a lot of interesting things, right? Before we start,
Yes.
I just want to remind you all that we are having TTP Pass promotion right now, TTP Pass campaign. We have a silver and golden TTP Pass. They both give you 20% discounts for the whole year, for the whole 2026. The silver and gold, they just differentiate in account size, which you can use. However, if you want, you can check our landing page, our website, and learn more about it. It doesn't give you just the discount, it gives you the access to unique giveaways, the access to Discord channel, and so on and so on. There are a lot of interesting things going on around it. Also, we have a challenge. If you want, you can film a video answering the question, what will you do for TTP Pass? For example, I am a coffee addict. I am a really hard coffee addict. I drink 5 to 6 coffees per day. So for this challenge, I went one day without coffee. It was really hard. I don't know about you, Lachlan, do you like coffee?
Well, I love coffee, and I had to do 6 months without coffee to have a daughter. So we probably won't talk about that in a live webinar, but yes, to have a daughter, mate, no coffee. That's my tip.
That was hard. So if some of you guys want to participate as well in the challenge, you can film a video, post it, and you have a chance to win TTP Pass plus 100K challenge. Great. Lachlan, I'm giving the word to you. Good luck today.
Thank you. Perfect. Well, we're off and racing, Christian. Thank you. I appreciate that. So what I'm going to do, guys and girls, let me turn these microphones on here in the background, making sure that we're good to rock and roll. I do believe we are. Now I'll just grab the chat, guys. I'll grab the chat function. We're in for a very volatile day today, guys and girls. Very volatile day. Again, volume is right up. The volume is right up. Let me just make sure that everybody can chat to everybody, which you should be able to. Right, so guys, we've got chat function up and running in Zoom. We're obviously live on vMix as well, so we'll just let that pop along. And guys, you should be able to see slides. Can I get a double check, guys, that you can see slides? I do believe you can, and we're good to go. G'day, Keith. How are you? Fantastic. That's all the confirmation I need, guys. We've got a lot. CNH, how are you? I hope you're fantastic. We've got a lot of work to do, guys, in the next 25 minutes. So live trading room session with TTP. So again, guys, a big shout out to TTP. Thank you for having us. It's been an incredible 12 months, guys, and we are going to have a lot of fun, guys. We're going to have a lot of fun next year. So, guys, what does it mean, guys? We're running a live trading room session today. My name's Lockie from Samurai, guys. I'm going to be taking you for the session. We're going to focus on the European Open today. I do hope everybody's well. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. As we run a live trading room because it grows, not only does it grow on you very, very quickly, there's no doubt about that, but just having come off the back of the annual conference, guys, the feedback has been incredible. So again, it's all about immediate proof of performance, but also educating you guys in the heat of the battle. Guys, the heat of the battle is when it actually counts. So when we can call trades for you, as per the 101 course, we can identify the entries and the exits. We can talk about risk control, as we can talk about all of these things. And at this stage, guys, risk control is going to be very, very important today. There is no question at all. Now, let me just flick on these. Slides for you. So first and foremost, guys, we do need to go through a couple of what we call CCNs, or customer caution notices. The reason being is we've got people obviously listening from many, many jurisdictions in the world, guys, including the most strict jurisdictions, which are actually Australia and New Zealand. So on that note, guys, trading, we're going to be trading futures. Some of you will be trading CFDs today. What does that mean, guys? You've got you've got two risks, in fact, of trading. You're making money and also losing money. There'll be a lot of focus today, guys and girls, on risk control, i.e. not losing money. Now, the beauty of that is we will be trading futures and CFDs. That means we are trading on margin. That means we're borrowing a little bit of money every time we take a trade. That also means that the risk in both directions, good and bad, is magnified. So we've got to be a little bit careful of that risk. Now, everything we do, guys, in the LTR session today, as much as it is all based on the 101 video course, guys, with Samurai, everything is general information only. The past performance of all financial products cannot be used as an indication of future performance. For those that do know, I post a video, guys, almost every trading day. If I miss a trading day, naturally, I won't post a video. But again, every day on the Samurai Instagram, also Samurai YouTube, guys, it's there. So if you do want to measure what we do, guys, if you want to measure what we do, jump onto YouTube and you'll be pleasantly surprised, guys, at the number of videos that are on there ready to roll. Now, guys, I will say market risk factors, because we are doing the presentation today for education purposes only, guys, I'm going to be calling trades as per the Samurai education course. The most important thing is that we are trading over the internet. That internet does give us a variable that sometimes is a little bit difficult to work with. So I'll guide you as best as I can in and out of the market. The most important thing today will be risk control points, otherwise known as RCPs. So guys, what we do at Samurai is we control our risk quickly and we let our profit run as far as we can. So for the slightly more advanced traders, guys, we'll be looking to hold on to our trades today for around about 5 minutes. Guys, around about 5 minutes if you are in a short, and around 15 minutes if you are in a long. Okay, so 5 minutes if we're going to sell the market down, guys, and 15 minutes if we're going to long the market based on the current volatility. Christian from Germany, hello, mate. I hope you are fantastic. So hi, everybody. Guys, I hope you are brilliant. Now, guys, very brief history if I can. Guys, I basically discovered futures trading on the 1st of August 2007. Guys, I started my first trading school on the 1st of August 2009. Since then, I've had the opportunity to educate more than 2,500 traders in 22 countries. Guys, I'm the guy that wrote the mathematics behind the indicators that we use and also the strategy that we use. So I'm a big fan of mathematics. Guys, long story short, 15 years in the military. I'm a mountaineering instructor. I'm a university graduate. I lecture at university as well, guys, in applied finance and investment. Ultimately, everything I do since 2007 has been about financial trading, guys, and how to basically trade the market very well. Guys, if you don't have a free membership with Samurai yet, guys, there are free memberships where you can download ebooks. You can watch the annual conference that we did last weekend. So if you do want a little bit more help in understanding why we do what we do, guys, jump onto Samurai, jump onto the free membership. Guys, jump into the members area. There's videos to watch. There's books to download. There's a whole lot of stuff. Guys, and if you're a social media fan, go Samurai Day Trading on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. I've only just started TikTok. Guys, some people are laughing at me about TikTok, and that's okay. If you are a TikToker, guys, we are just starting to grow TikTok. More of like a little bit of a social experiment, actually. Like all of these things keep on getting invented. And I quite like to have a look around, guys. I quite like to have a look around and see what's going on. Now, what we're going to be doing today, guys, again, any questions at all, we do use email. I know that's very old-fashioned, guys. We do use email. So the best email address is info@samuraidaytrading.com. Guys, if I cover anything today you want more information on, please do not be shy. Now, guys, we are beyond the annual conference. It's the biggest digital conference that I have ever done. So that was last Saturday. That went really well. Guys, what we're now going to do is go back to our monthly trader support meetings. Guys, our next monthly trader support meeting is next Thursday night. Guys, so we normally run it on the last Thursday of the month. Guys, if you want the link to join it, it's on the front of the Samurai website. Basically, we do live chart analysis, talk about how we could have made more money in the trading session, guys, and also sweep the room for any questions. So that's another AMA, guys, ask me anything format. Guys, the hub is a really popular format for people to reach out to other traders globally, but also get their questions answered. Guys, particularly leading into 2026, I think 2026 is going to be incredibly volatile. Guys, if today, may I suggest, if today is any suggestion, guys, I think we're in for a very volatile, very volatile 2026. Mind you, guys and girls, we love volatility. We love it. Volatility. We've got very tiny targets, tiny risk control, long range targets. So volatility is actually really good fun. So what to expect today, guys? I'm going to focus on the 12 things over there on the left side, which is the 101 course, guys, which is our primary education course. The 4 wows, guys, are ultimately what I'm going to use to correct the live trading room. For those that haven't seen the LTR before, the delta indicator in particular, guys, is a mathematical algorithm that's running behind the charts, hunting institutional traders as they trade. Guys, the delta is already producing some stunning winning trades today. So just be aware, guys, it is a fully automated, fully automated indicator. Tells you when to get in and out of the market. It's going to be running pretty hot today, guys. So please make sure, guys, 1 or 2 winning trades, get up to your daily KPI, guys, and then we'll stop you, and then we'll do a debrief, and off we go. For those that haven't been in the session before, our screens will be laid out, guys, as they are on the screen. The S&P 500 is a reference for the NASDAQ, guys, and the FESX, being the biggest market in the world at this time, guys, is the primary reference for the FDAX. Now, with all that said, guys, we're going to jump into the charts. Guys, I have been in the charts already today. Let me just shut that down. Guys, we'll just, again, it'll do its little saving thing. I've been in here before, guys. I've been in here before, as you can probably tell. What I want to do, guys, as we do almost every day, we're going to build from the S&P 500. Guys, we'll build from the S&P 500 all the way across to the other side of the screen. So, first things first, guys. First things first. A couple of things about the S&P today, guys, particularly for the NASDAQ traders. Really important. Guys, at the moment, we've had this massive meltdown. As you see this on the left-hand side, this meltdown has been very, very, very impressive. Guys, huge meltdown. Guys, what does it ultimately mean today? Guys, if we pick up a really, really lovely recovery trade, we're going to try and hold our buy signals. I was going to try and hold our buy signals for as long as we possibly can. Sell signals, we've got to be careful about selling back down into key trading zones. So we'll keep an eye out on that one. Now, what I do need to highlight for the S&P traders is these black lines across the screen here. They are your 60-minute static bar reversals. So we've actually got a number of 60-minute reversals. How do I want you to interpret those reversal points? As if the market can't close a very, very strong candle, otherwise known as an efficient candle like this one here, if it can't close an efficient candle above that 60-minute high, this is when we are likely to pick up the short range reversals. Right now, at the moment, the market, as you can see, huge candles on the left-hand side. The market is very, very angry, guys, very, very angry. So we're going to have to be very, very careful today. Remy, you're on the money, mate. You're on the money as well. Now, with all of that, guys, with all of that said, one of the things I do want to highlight for the S&P traders, this previous session low is a really important point. Guys, now what has happened, guys, in the Singapore close, I've already labeled it for you. For those that trade the Singapore close, you've ended up with a minus 24 rated static bar reversal long. So again, guys, mathematical algorithm telling us to go long above that candle. And that's gone absolutely beautifully for the last half an hour, guys. It's been really good fun. So what it ultimately means, guys, is if we sell back down again, on European Open, guys, if we were to get back down around the previous session low, guys, again, if we start closing below the previous session low, I want everyone to keep an eye out for the Asian low, which is all the way down the bottom of the screen. Now, if we get down to the Asian low, basically it's going to be a case of look out below. All right, so let me get this up for you. What does it ultimately mean, guys? If we get down, for the S&P traders, if we get below the previous session low, I'm going to put it right there for you. If we get below that point, guys, then you know how I spoke about hold your shorts for 5 minutes and your longs for 15. If we get down around the previous session low, guys, that's going to switch. We're going to be trying to hold our shorts for longer, guys, and our longs for shorter. But now we don't know yet what it's going to give us. All we know is that the market is angry. That's all I say. The market is very angry. And for those that love what we do, guys, the volume on the S&P is around 112,000 at the moment. It's normally around 35 to 40,000. It means we are going to pick up about 16 to 17 trades today. So ultimately what that means is you guys and girls are going to be very, very careful. You don't get romanced into over trading. Right? So what I would suggest to everybody, please make sure you know exactly what your KPI is So most people start on about $100 per day and slowly walk their way up to $1,000 per day. Guys, whatever your daily KPI is, we're going to have to make sure today we stick pretty heavily to that KPI. Right, going to be really, really important point. Now, what I do want to do is we just go to the daily chart to have a look at what the destruction looks like. So again, FOMC last night was very positive. As then the market came out with a really, really bad news announcement, and obviously the market has tanked from there. What I do want to highlight for the S&P and NASDAQ traders is you guys have got a gap to close. Okay, so up here, that's where yesterday's trading closed. And this little gap down here, that's where they opened. So basically, they've opened because of this negative Oracle news and plummeted. So guys, these 4-hour Fibonacci's, I've drawn them up to catch them on the way down. So please note, guys, Fibonacci is not palindromic. It is not opposite attracts. It's not 808. What does that ultimately mean? Guys, these 4-hour Fibs are going to be absolutely pivotal. What will also be pivotal, guys, or pivotal, I should say, guys, is the middle of the trend indicator. So again, if the S&P 500 gets anywhere near the middle of the trend indicator, okay, on the daily chart, if they fall through the middle, guys, they're going to go all the way down here. If they go all the way down there, we are literally in meltdown season. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that one if they do approach the Asian low. What I do want to, guys, on the 60-minute chart, at the moment, my Fibonacci is literally just drawn down to catch them on the way up. That is clearly working very, very well. So some of you might be looking for shorts. Guys, on the open, on the NASDAQ and S&P 500. Most important point today, guys, I have written it on the NASDAQ. We're looking for dual chart agreement, please. Okay, dual chart agreement, which you currently have agreement on the NASDAQ and S&P 500, guys, setting up a short. Now, I might have mentioned already today, guys and girls, it is very, very volatile, right? Today is not the day to throw a couple of extra contracts on and see if you can go for a massive win. Today is not that. Okay, so what we're going to do, guys, please, dual market agreement. If you want to hit a 90% strike rate today, guys, again, like we did yesterday, it's not a surprise or even a little bit higher than that. Please look for dual market agreement. So FESX for FDAX and obviously S&P for NASDAQ. Guys, the S2 for the NASDAQ is the Asian low. Guys, the S2 all the way down the bottom of the jar here. So please make sure, I know I say please all the time, please make sure your pivots are correct. So I've gone and had a look at a couple of other pivot files today, and their S2 is in completely the wrong area. Please note on the NASDAQ, guys, the NASDAQ failed at the S2. That means our pivots are correct. As just an FYI, there are 4 different pivot algorithms in the world. 3 of them are incorrect. Please make sure you're using the right pivot file. That would probably be a big one for today. Now, guys, the fall has actually been triggered by disappointing Oracle profit and rising AI costs. What does it mean? We're in for a very, very volatile day. Please note, guys, the S&P 500 is already over the top of its prior session low. The NASDAQ is only just trying to get over this session low. If we do buy hard on the NASDAQ and the S&P 500, guys, they're going to chase the Asian high. So understanding the Asian lows all the way down here, we've already spoken about the S2. Okay, so if in the first 10 to 15 minutes of the European Open, guys, the sellers try to sell these markets down towards the Asian low and fail, we're looking for very, very large longs. Guys, if we do sell down, guys, and we were gifted a sell down all the way, guys, to this minus 26 rated static bar reversal, then we're looking to trade long on these little deltas here. You can see these little black things that are coming on the chart for you there. Guys, that is the delta indicator telling you when to buy and sell the market. For me, guys, black is buy and red is sell. We'll see a lot of those today. There is no doubt. So if you do trade the Singapore close, guys, you've got a minus 28 rated static bar reversal long. You've gone long just above that candle on the delta, and you guys are sailing to profit. So if I have any Singapore close traders, if there's anyone out there that is already long, guys, please make sure you control your risk on the trade as we come into European Open, because the European Open is going to be pretty brutal, may I suggest. All right, let's bring that up. So again, guys, indicator-based trade on the NASDAQ, indicator-based trade on the S&P 500. Both of those trades, if you trade the Singapore close and the European pre-market, clearly we've gone a very, very long way into profit already. So a big well done. If you're not in those trades yet, guys, we're looking to join the party as soon as we are allowed to. Right, we'll make that nice and fat. As I do note, right, the prior session low for the Nasdaq is going to become absolutely critical today. That's absolutely critical. Okay, now time-wise is looking pretty good. Goes over to the FESX. All right, so this is a very, very large gap. Right, so we've got a very, very large gap to fill. Where's my little arrow line gone? There it is there. All right, so very, very large gap, guys, on the FESX. Now, just don't be fooled. There's a lot of people out there in the world that will take a gap trade, which is, oh, Lockie, I'm just going to buy and hope it goes up. Guys, it can go up, but it can also go down for a couple of days. So please don't just assume the gap's going to be closed just because it looks like it's going to be closed. We've got to be very, very careful about that. What I do, guys, what I do want to highlight for you on the daily chart, which is really, really important, guys. So we nailed this Fibonacci before. What I want to highlight on the daily chart is, again, can everybody see that I've drawn my Fibonacci down to catch them on the way up? Right? Really, really, really important, guys, that we draw our Fibonacci up the right way. And just for you guys know, the spine of your Fibonacci is always drawn from left to right. It's never drawn from right to left. Either way, what does it mean, guys? What does it mean? On the daily chart, guys, as we were talking about yesterday in the trading room, you've had an absolutely textbook failure at the 78.6 and the 76.4. Now, what does that ultimately mean? Guys, if we drop down to the 4-hour chart, and this is where we've got to be very, very careful, what we've got is a scenario as per the rule of three, guys, as per the rule of three. You've got a scenario where these guys have failed at these key Fibonacci's once, they've failed again, and they've failed again. Now, what this normally means, guys, if we fail 3 times at a key Fibonacci, the buyers are unlikely to try again for at least 3 days, So if we do pick up a valid buy, guys, if we do pick up a valid buy on the FDAX today, guys, we want permission from the FESX, right? So if the FESX sets up a stunning reversal, the FDAX is going to do the same. Right now today, guys, based on volatility, and I've said it already, for those that are just joining us, guys, the risk is right up today, right? The risk is right up. So I'll tell you where to put your stop loss, tell you where to put your target. Guys, please understand your risk is always defined by the candle. It is not defined by the size of your account. So if you can't take a trade, it's too much, please don't take an over risk trade, right? We just not, that's just not what we do. Okay, now, we know about this, guys, 4-hour chart break point. If we do sell down on the FESX, if we move below yesterday's low, it's also a break point on the 4-hour chart. These guys will literally collapse. ES volume, guys, was 110,000. Let me just get an update for you. It's now 116,000. So the volume is right up, guys. It means we are going to be volatile. So we are going to trade dual chart agreement or dual market agreement. 5:30, guys, and 6 p.m. we've got red flag Swissy news. We don't normally worry about the red flag Swiss news, guys, but today, because the market is so angry, just keep an eye on the candles twitching, guys, at 5:30 and also 6 o'clock. Now, that's 6 o'clock Tokyo time, guys, as per the clock on my screen. Now, as we move into the FDAX. As what I note for the FDAX traders, clearly we're in a very, very strong 60-minute short, a very, very strong 60-minute short. Like we always do, guys, Fibonacci drawn up to catch them on the way down. If we were to get a bit of a sell down on open, guys, these 76 fibs down here are absolutely brilliant. I don't know yet, guys, what the FDAX is going to do. They're going to be pretty volatile. So today, guys, would not be the day to be the first person to trade the opening candle, right? We're going to be a little bit careful about that one. On the daily chart, guys, on the daily chart for the FDAX traders, we've got a daily static bar reversal short, guys. So if we do buy early and fail badly, guys, we could come down here, trigger a daily short, trigger another daily short. Keep your eye, guys, on this one down here. That's a 17 rated short. It's very, very strong short. So if the FDAX does decide it doesn't want to buy today, guys, and does sell down, if we get a really big sell down, the moment we get anywhere near that price point, guys, call it 24,008, the moment we touch that, these guys are going to plummet, guys, literally plummet, okay, which is quite good fun. Now, This is where we're trading today. So this is where we're trading today. This is where they closed yesterday, up at that daily 78.6 fib that we've already spoken about. So the gap to close is all the way up the top of the chart, guys. No guarantee they're going for a gap close when we open. So we're looking at this point in time for a nice little buy up, guys, on the European market, then a violent sell or a big sell down. We'll try and catch them down the bottom and send them back the other way. Okay, 60-minute chart, we've already been here. 30-minute chart for the FTX traders looks like it's gearing up for a 30-minute chart swing trigger short. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. The 15-minute chart, it's just tried a 15-minute short, and that's not going very, very well. So we'll see what we do. Okay, now, most important point, guys, for the FTX traders. Obviously, purple, enormous gap. You've got a daily static bar reversal, a daily static bar short just here. Okay, that's that sell point that we spoke about. So if we do sell down, guys, if we do sell down on open, guys, we're going to be looking for a reversal around the S1, which also happens to gel with this 76.8 Fibonacci. If we do go much lower than where we are, there's a very, very strong 60-minute low. If we breach that 60-minute low, it's all over for the buyers, and we're just going to have to hold on, guys, for a really, really lovely sell. And now at this stage, guys, we'll get ready for the open. For the slightly more advanced traders, we are in a second tier reversal long already. So we are in a second tier reversal long. That potentially has the ability to go a very, very long way on open. Let me just adjust my charts. Let's make sure that we're in a good place. Now we will have to, guys, today is going to be a really, really interesting little game of Fibonacci. Right? Very interesting game of Fibonacci. The reason I say very interesting game is at the moment my Fibonacci is drawn up to catch them on the way down. As if we do go up hard, I'm going to have to flip my fibs back the other way. Hold on one tick. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this Fibonacci up. That is going to be effectively our 15-minute chart fib. Okay, at this stage, guys, because I'm expecting it to be quite volatile, what we would be looking for, again, is if we get a really, really nice sell down on open, down around the word Thursday on my chart there, it happens to be the 78.6 fib reinforced by the S1. If they do sell down hard on open, guys, that's probably where they're going to sell down to. Right, that's probably where they're going to sell down to. This key 60-minute low is very, very, very important level in the market. So if we close above that on open, we're likely to go up. If we close below it on open, we're likely to go down. But with 1 minute, guys, until the market opens, please don't try and second guess the direction of the market today. We're going to wait for the candles to close. So we'll wait for the candles to close. We'll make sure that we have very, very clear guidance as to what the market is doing before we make a decision, because it is super volatile. As I'm expecting this opening candle to be quite amazing. So I'll guide you guys. I'll guide you in and out of the opening candle. For those that do want an opening candle trade, just be very aware that there's a 4-point algorithm for the opening candle. Right, it must change color before we seek to take a trade. And as your 133 fib extension happens to align with all of the Fibonacci's we've already spoken about, so that's where we may pick up. A really, really lovely trade. All right, so 14 seconds till the gun goes. Let me fatten these out as best as I can. I may have to adjust my Fibonacci, guys, on the American markets in 5 minutes. All right, so we'll see what these guys do. Let's see what they do. Where's my little FESX? So the FTX, guys, is highly likely to go down first, because the FESX traditionally is going to try for the 50 fib of the day on the opening candle. All right, so those people that trade the opening candle, sellers own the stair step. Sellers own the stair step on the FTX. You are looking for a buying-based reversal. I would suggest we need the sellers to move in a little bit further first. So in a perfect world, guys, I want the sellers all the way down around our black arrow. Like all the way down here would be incredible. All the way down the bottom of the jar there. Just let them come down. Guys, let them come down. Now, if you want an early opening candle, guys, an early opening candle trade, which today with volatility, I'd be a little bit careful on that one. I say 24,100, guys. 24,100 is a buy above the open. So 24,100 is a buy above the open. Just be aware, guys. I think the sellers are probably going to come down a little bit lower first because the volatility is right up today. Guys, because it's right up, then we're going to just be careful, particularly on the opening FDAX candle. Okay, I'm still looking for the FESX, guys, to push down to the 50 fib of the day. So we have got a little bit further potentially to push. Okay, let me just check the 15-minute chart. So 15-minute chart failed long. We are in a 30-minute swing short on the FDAX. Have these guys done the same? They've done the same. Okay. So as expected, right now, guys, the red diamond deltas, the red diamond deltas on NASDAQ, if you trade the opening candle, are viable trades, right? As is the red diamond delta on the S&P, guys, with an entry price of 6837.75. Guys, now, if you are trading the delta, guys, you would need to have been very, very well trained on that because today is very, very volatile. Now, okay. FDAX traders, if you trade the opening candle, may I suggest an S1 reversal is setting up for you with an entry of 0.75. So you're going to be around about 6 or 7 points above the S1 simply because you're trading very, very carefully. Very, very carefully. If we go much lower, guys, if we go much lower on the FDAX, so no one's been, here we go, right? So this is the sell down. Anybody that's short is on the NASDAQ on any of these delta trades. You've got delta V2s and delta V3s. Please just make sure, guys, you've got long range targets, guys, and very, very tight risk control. Okay, long range targets, very, very tight risk control. Now for the FDAX traders, we may be setting up a climactic reversal long off the S1. As the trade is still valid at 0.75. Now we've had a really heavy meltdown. Watch the last 90 or so seconds. Guys, watch the last 90 seconds. For those that are brand new to our session, we don't enter a new trade in the last 90 seconds of the candle, please. Okay. Now, at this stage, guys, we are going to pick up a climactic reversal on the FDAX, guys, at the close of this candle. So anyone that's traded off the pre-market box, again, very, very well done. Very, very well done. We've got 59 seconds. I'm going to have to switch this Fibonacci around. As we said, we may have to do this a number of times today. If these guys keep plummeting, if the FDAX just keeps plummeting, do not enter a new trade, please, in the last 90 seconds on the FDAX in particular. That is super important. Anyone short on the deltas on NASDAQ, again, long range targets, please, short range risk control. FDAX, what are you doing? At this stage, guys, the FDAX is moving a long way to the downside. Right, so our S1 reversal, guys, was not picked up. What we're looking at this stage is if we close, this is going to make my day very, very difficult. If we close under the pre-bottom, guys, we can't trade. If we close over the pre-bottom on FDAX, which we have, guys, we're looking for a little bit of a sell down on FDAX. Then we're looking for a pre-bottom reversal long. I need the sell down first. Guys, I need the sellers to sell down on the FDAX. Guys, and at this point in time, we would be looking for a long sell down a little bit further, please, Mr. FDAX. Now, there is a climactic reversal for the climactic reversal traders on FDAX if you trade extreme volume. Just be aware, is that is actually quite a strong candle. It's quite a strong candle on FDAX as per the strength indicator. So I would suggest for the climactic reversal traders, if we push down and get a lower low, remember this super key low here, if we push down and get a lower low and then you put your entry on, you're actually going to have a safer trade. So you're going to have a safer trade. Right, we'll just put that there so it's really easy to see. Ideally, guys, with a big sell down like this, now we're looking for long range long targets. So long range long targets is what we're now looking for on the FDAX. I still don't have a sell down yet. Okay, I still don't have a sell down on FDAX to support a long. Now, some of you may be trading a double failure reversal, guys, off the pre-bottom. If you do trade that, well done. Today, for the beginner traders, please, 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 please just wait for a lower low and a confirmation that the FESX down the bottom here agrees with your FDAX trade. That would be really important for us. Now, guys, the session will probably calm down a little bit unless the Swiss news at 5:30 my time in 23 minutes or so. If the Swiss news is not friendly, the FDAX is going to absolutely tank. Now, we are in a 30-minute chart swing trigger short. There's no question about that. So if we go much lower, guys, if we go much lower on the FDAX, we're going to have to be very, very, very careful. Very, very careful about volatility. If we get stuck here, then we're looking for a lovely long range long going back the other way. All right, now for the Nazi traders, if you trade a delta, then absolutely brilliant. Okay, if you've entered on these red circles here, guys, that's a delta V3, a version 3 delta. If you've entered short on those, if you've entered, volatility is currently around 70, so you'd be looking for 20 to 25 tick targets. Guys, the volatility is defined by that indicator over there in the top left-hand corner. Right, for those that want to know where I'm getting that from. So anybody that is short, anybody short on the NASDAQ on either these deltas here, those 3 deltas there, or these red circles here, if you're short on those, guys, again, short range control, right? So you might be looking with a 20 tick risk control, 50 tick to 100 tick target. So please do control your risk quickly. Let the profit run a very, very long way, please. FDAX, I still don't have a lower low. You guys are approaching the last 90 seconds of the candle. As FESX, be very, very careful what the FESX is about to tell us down here, guys. If the FESX goes much lower, this is the reason we don't have a lower low on the FDAX. Right? If we do close below the pre-bottom on the FDAX, this big orange candle is an efficient candle short. So the FDAX may actually be setting up a really lovely short because the conditions to go long have not been met properly. Right, so we have not met the proper conditions for a long. Therefore, we may be about to pick up a really powerful short. The flip side of the really powerful short is in the next 1 minute and 8 seconds, if the FDAX does move its way back up over the S1, because the short down the bottom fails, if we close back over the S1, we're going to pick up a static bar reversal long. We want to see the sellers move down on the FDAX first and then the buyers show, and that's going to be in 46 seconds, provided all of those conditions are met. Have I got anybody short on the NASDAQ? Guys, anybody short on the NASDAQ that is trying to hold for longer range short targets? Is anybody short on the NASDAQ? Guys, holding for shorter range targets? Not yet. Okay, Steve. So again, guys, if you trade the delta, you'll be short on the NASDAQ on these deltas here, or these red deltas here, or the brand new red deltas that are just coming on the screen now. The key with the red deltas will be you must have short range risk control, guys, and very, very long range targets, please. So cut off your risk quickly. Try and let the profit run as far as you can. If you're not going to go short, guys, we're going to wait for the market to stall, and then we'll probably pick up a long. FDAX, I can't send you long because you've gapped under a pivot. I can't send you long because you've gapped under a pivot. This is looking like we are about to pick up a stunning reversal long. A stunning reversal long. I can't put you in long at this point, guys. Again, we've got to wait for the rules to fall in alignment. Can't put you long yet. I just can't put you long yet. I do note that the FESX, guys, is cruising under the yesterday's low. For those that did want a short, guys, we was talking about a short underneath the orange candle. So underneath the orange candle, if these guys either closed under or gapped over the pivot, for the FDAX traders, if you have gone short 1 point underneath the bar at 42, guys, your first target is 32, and you've clearly gone beyond that already. So anybody that did go short under the orange candle on the FDAX because we didn't get a buy signal, guys, you are obviously starting to motor towards your targets, which is very, very good. Okay, NASDAQ traders. If you trade a 76.8 Fibonacci reversal, guys, if you trade a 76.8 Fib reversal, guys, you can put an order on the NASDAQ long at 490, please. So you're going to put an order long on the NASDAQ at 490 if you are a 76.8% Fibonacci trader. So that Delta V3 that's just come on the screen, guys, is exactly 490. Only if you are a Fibonacci trader, guys, may I suggest you're picking up a long trade. You would be looking, guys, to try and hold that trade, guys, for a minimum of 5 minutes. Again, guys, your risk control point on the trade, I'm just going to draw it on for you. Your risk control point is here. Please note, guys, that is a dynamic entry. So if you don't trade dynamically, please wait for the candle to close before you take a trade. All right? Please wait for the candle to close, guys, before you take a trade if you are a static entry trader. All right, so some of you have gone long off the 88.6. All right, so massive well done. I do believe the buyers are probably going to grab hold of these markets, guys. We don't have the buying presence yet. Guys, what I do want to build off for the NASDAQ, everybody see on the left-hand side, you've got this static bar reversal over here on the left-hand side. That's a minus 28 rated signal. That's a stunning signal. So it should drag the NASDAQ, guys, to the high side. So if you are going long on the NASDAQ, please, guys, see the black line is your risk control point. Your first target, guys, is 495. You've just moved through your first target. If you are long on NASDAQ, please, please, please go for long-range targets, tight risk control, please. So the 50-tick target for NASDAQ is here. Guys, 50-tick target is there. If you are a Delta V3 trader, you guys saw, or everyone saw that Delta V3 come on the screen. If you're a V3 trader, please try and hold that for at least 50 ticks. You've just gone through a 50-tick target. Well done. For the slightly more experienced traders, you can try and hold for 100. Everyone has got no risk on this trade, please. No risk on this trade. It is super important you de-risk quickly, profit run. Oh, Mark, 51 on the Delta V3. Very, very, very well done. FDAX. We're setting up a really nice reversal. There's no question about that, guys. We've got to wait for the candle to close. We must wait for the candle to close, as it must be above the pre-bottom. Some of you may have grabbed that black diamond delta coming back through the other way. If you are on the black diamond delta already, guys, your entry is 46, target's 51. Guys, entry 46, target 51, and if they close over the pre-bottom, guys, in 42 seconds, you are looking to try and move that to a 25-point target. Remy, well done, the 51, well done, that's fantastic. So everyone that's gone long on NASDAQ, worst case scenario, you've made at least 20 or 50. You've got no risk on the trade, please. It is so incredibly important you cut your risk off around the 16 to 18 tick mark, guys, and let the profit run. If it doesn't want to run in your favor, it doesn't matter. You can't lose any money. Yes, Albo will not look after you, guys. I think that's I think that's probably pretty clear by now. Okay, FDAX traders, I can't send you long. Well, I think these guys are about to go absolutely nuts. The only thing I can do for the FDAX traders, please, if we sell down underneath that black diamond delta, guys, which we've just done, you can take the black diamond delta long, guys, provided you promise me you're long at 46, your first target is 51, which you've gone through. Your second target, guys, at least 25 points, but you've got no risk on the trade. Right, so FDAX traders, your only option, okay, if you've waited for the candle to close, well done. You've gone long at 46. Your first target is 51. Your second target is at least 25 to 50 points. We don't yet have permission to take a long-range reversal, guys, but that permission is coming. Okay, that permission is coming. Okay, so at this stage, we've got a... Wow. I do believe, guys, if we get a nice strong candle close here, anybody that is long, guys, on the Black Diamond Delta on FDAX, guys, if you are long, please try and hold it for a minimum of a 25-point target. Understanding the S1 is here, that is going to be a concern for anyone who's long. But at this point, you have no risk on the trade. Right, at this point in time, you have no risk on the trade. NASDAQ traders, if you have waited for the sellers to sell down, hit the 76 fib again, and you've taken the delta long again, guys, please this time try and hold again. 20 tick risk control point, 50 tick first target, please. Geez, nice work. Re-ended again. Okay, well done, mate. That's awesome. So guys, just roll with us today. It's very volatile. I'm going to try and cover the markets as quickly as I can. Jürgen, you've done over $400 US today. You need to run away. and Jürgen, not being rude, mate, but Ninja Trader is not a replacement for Netflix. So please don't come back again today. Just please run away. Come back tomorrow morning, and mate, we'll do the whole thing again, please. Okay. Now, at this stage, guys, I'm waiting for an absolutely gun reversal signal on the FDAX. If you are a Delta trader, guys, that one has gone 5, 10, 15, 20. It's gone 20 points, over 20 points to the S1. So now we're looking for, guys, a close over the S1 and a really, really lovely trade, guys, or we're looking for these guys to sell down and give us an even stronger reversal. Okay, now, anybody long on the NASDAQ, guys, I'll give that little one a circle. Okay, I'll give that little signal a circle because that's the one we picked on just there. As you may have waited for the sellers to sell back down, hit the Fibonacci's again, and then you might have gone long again. If you have, you've controlled your risk already. Now, for the NASDAQ traders, your risk control point, guys, is 20 ticks. Right, that is your risk control point, just there. So you can use 16s or 20s, guys, if you want, but that is your risk control box. As the moment these guys push 20 ticks in your favor, your risk should come to 0. So you've got nothing at risk on the trade. And then we try and let it run to at least a 50 tick target. Okay. That is what we would do. And again, guys, Fibonacci must be drawn up the right way to work properly. Fibonacci is always drawn from left to right, and it is not palindromic. Guys, it means it doesn't read the same way twice. It does not read the same way twice. Okay, now having a look here. All right, so we're waiting, guys. Those that are waiting for static entries, you're being very, very patient. Mind you, I say that without being rude. For those that are looking for a static entry on FDAX, wait for this candle to close. Obviously, the sellers have lost control of the market. That means you can then trade statically, guys, on that particular delta, which a number of you have done, and that's gone really, really well. All right, so well done. That one can have a circle. And now we're waiting to see, guys, what they do with the S1. All right, NASDAQ's coming back down again. So last 90 seconds of the candle. Guys, at this stage for the NASDAQ traders, ideally we're looking for a lower low. Guys, we're looking for a lower low, primarily on the S&P 500, then the NASDAQ, and then we're looking for another trade. Anton, the Fibonacci's are always drawn from extreme price movement. So don't draw your Fibonacci on the body. It's always drawn from wick to tail because it's more accurate. That's a great question. Mate, in the last 15 minutes, I'll show you why it's more accurate. You'll find it is phenomenally more accurate if it's drawn from extreme price movement. So extreme high to extreme low. Okay. Now, FDAX, sellers own the stair step. Guys, again, I want to be long on the FDAX. There's no question. I can't assume a close over the S1, guys, which is very, very painful. So what it means, guys, I've got to wait for the sellers to sell back down on the FDAX. I need the sellers to sell down and give me a lower low. If I get a lower low, I can re-pick up this delta again, but I must get a lower low. I hope, guys, I'm being clear enough with my instructions for you today, right? Super volatile day. We've been profitable already. Let's just be very, very careful. We might have to carry out the Jurgen, and that is the moment you hit your daily KPI, guys, you bolt. Run away. take the money and run. Okay, so at this stage, I'm looking for a lower low on the Nasdaq. I don't have a lower low yet. I've got these guys mucking around the 88.6 fib. Have I got agreement? I've got agreement from the S&P, guys. So you can enter the same delta trade again, guys, if you get the correct fill. So what that means is you are again a 76.8 Fibonacci trader. Guys, that's the only person that can go at this stage. FDAX, please don't. You little. As for the FDAX, I was waiting for these guys to pull down. If we got low enough, we could actually pick up that static bar reversal long. I'm sorry, I should have said if these guys pull down, buy the static bar reversal long. Guys, I gave you slightly bum advice there. All right, slightly bum advice. Because the sellers own the stair step, guys, basically we're in a really, really good place to get a nice retrace and a really, really lovely entry. So I've missed a trade, guys. I've missed a trade on FDAX. Anybody long on NASDAQ, guys, you've got a lower low off the 76.8. Really important point, guys. Your re-entry is exactly this delta here. It's the same signal again. Guys, if you've gone long, you've already gone through your 20-tick risk control point, so you cannot lose any money on the trade. Guys, may I suggest a 20-tick first target, 50-tick second target, so it doesn't matter if it comes back down. You cannot lose money. 76 fib reversal, guys, on S&P 500. You guys have now got a double failure reversal with a lower low. So any S&P 500 trader, you guys can be long at 6832, guys, or you can be long on that delta there, or you can be long over this static bar reversal. Either way, everybody's long, please. Everybody's long who is allowed to be long. NASDAQ, you've just gone 20s and 50s towards a 20 and 50 tick target. In fact, you've just gone 53 ticks towards a 50 tick target. So guys, everybody long on the NASDAQ has gone through a 20 and a 50 tick target at least twice. So depending on how you pull the market apart, guys, well done to you. Just be super careful. You control your risk quickly, please. Really, really important point to control your risk quickly. Massively important. I'd suggest a 20-tick risk control point and first target on the NASDAQ. S&P, 4-tick first target and risk control, and let the profit run, guys, as far as it possibly can. As far as it possibly can. All right, now at this stage, guys, we're going to be doing what we were talking about before. We want to hold our long trade on NASDAQ, guys. Now we've got a double failure. We've got a double failure inside the cash market session. Guys, try and hold the long on NASDAQ for 15 minutes if you are already long. Going long 1 point above the... Yes, Suzanne, you are 100% correct. Yeah, perfect. So, guys, Suzanne has asked me in the background, Lockie, am I going long over the top of the static bar reversals? Guys, you got static bar reversal 1, static bar reversal 2. If you are long, guys, on the FDAX, please try and hold it for 15 minutes. Please try and hold for 15. Well done. Remy, you got a 50, 31, and 21. That's a really good result. Really good result. S&P's coming through, guys, with a really nice buying candle here. So there's slightly more experienced traders. Guys, you are looking for a double failure reversal off the 76.8. You've also got the lower OSR here as well. So you guys are reversed off the lower OSR. It's also the previous session low. It's very, very well known. You guys are going to try and hold your long, please, for 15 minutes on the NASDAQ and the FDAX and everybody. Guys, you're going to try and hold for 15 minutes. Now, FDAX, sellers own the stair step. Guys, I'm looking for the sellers to sell down a little bit. Guys, so I can put you in this black diamond delta. The sellers do need to sell down well below that black diamond delta, guys, to pick up a long. It would be incredible, guys, if the FDAX was to sell down to the 50 fib. Let's just watch very, very closely what it does. Please sell down a little bit further, FDAX. Nice, please sell down a little bit further. That's it. Come on, come back down. So what we're looking for, guys, on FDAX is we're looking for a sell down, a fail at Fibonacci, and a really, really lovely rejection. All right, so here's your Fibonacci coming in. Okay, NASDAQ, I'm very glad you're going for 20 and 50 tick targets because we've gone beyond 50. Now they're coming back down again. So they're not yet, guys, they're not yet confirmed as to whether they're reversing. So we don't yet know if they're reversing. FDAX, you've had a retracement to the 50 fib of the day. What does that ultimately mean? As if you do want to trade that black diamond delta, okay, the entry point's at 9.1. Entry point's at 9.1. Toby, we are setting up a two-tier reversal potentially. I need a lower low, mate, in this sequence. So I need a lower low. Hopefully I'm about to get it. So guys, at this point in time, just let them fall on the FDAX. All right, so your entry point's all the way up here at 91. They've got nowhere near 91. We're waiting for the retracement and the rejection. Again, in fact, we're waiting for the same thing everywhere. Guys, we're waiting for the retracement and the rejection. I would really love a lower low on the FDAX. Don't you bounce here, please. Don't you? Please don't bounce now. Please don't bounce now. All right, so let's watch very closely. We are looking to be long, guys. We are looking to be long, not short at this stage. Long, not short. If the sellers on the FDAX were to sell nicely down through the S1, guys, I'd pick up this static bar reversal long over here on the left-hand side. We haven't quite got low enough. If they only came down a little bit further, then I would absolutely love to take the trade. Okay, but we haven't got that. We haven't got that just yet. Okay, we haven't got that just yet. Now, let me just double check. No, perfect. Okay, now let's just watch what we're doing. All right, watch what we're doing. FDAX. So that black diamond delta, guys, is tradable at 0.91. Now we've had a retrace and a rejection. I was going to try and put the FDAX traders, guys, long over the 50 fib of the day. As after the retracement and the rejection, I was a little bit slow giving it to you because I tried to execute it myself and got skipped. All right, so you're not the only ones. You're not the only ones getting skipped today. All right, so again, I'm just making sure I've got no ghost orders running in the background at all. Anybody that's long, guys, if you're long on that black diamond delta there, if you are long, guys, at 91, your risk control point is 96. Okay, now the risk on that one, guys, might keep some of the delta traders out. Okay, that might keep some of you out, guys. And again, we'll just wait for a lower low, look for a slightly stronger reversal sequence. I'm loving these black diamond deltas here, guys. Or in fact, that's a V3 delta. Absolutely loving that. So if we do sell down below the S1, guys, then a buy over the top of that candle is incredible. You've got a static bar reversal, -6 rating, got a delta V3. That's a really good spot to be buying. Why is it a really good spot to be buying? Okay, so at this stage, we're looking, guys, we're looking for a sell down. And very, very likely we are going to get a sell down. Looks like the FESX is going to set up a swing trigger. So at this stage, guys, we're probably going to get a sell down. And then again, we're looking for lower lows, looking for the Fibonacci failure, looking for the proof that these guys actually want to sell the market down. And then that selling fails and then we grab it and we go back the other way. All right, now let's just watch very carefully. Well done to those who made some good profit today. Guys, if you've made good profit, that is exciting, guys, very, very exciting. As I said to Christian, guys, on the way in, We're just going to do what we do every day, guys. Absolutely no surprises. Right? So we don't change the rules. We don't change the algorithm. We don't change anything because it's volatile. Guys, all we do is be careful. Right? All we do is be careful. Now, at this stage, guys, NASDAQ, be very careful about going long, please. The reason being is we've had an S&P 500 close under a very key Fibonacci level. I say again, for the NASDAQ traders, you've had that delta twice already. We are not going to take the delta long again, please. MJ, happens to the best of us, mate. Happens to the best of us. So, guys, I am live. I've taken a winning trade today, so I'm looking okay, but I got ATM'd on my trade. So, again, I haven't had a stunning session yet, but this week has been very good. So, anybody out there in the world, guys, if you want to see what I've done this week, please just go to Instagram or YouTube, guys. You'll be able to see the results I've published for the week so far. As I'm very, very happy with what I've achieved this week, and I'm now looking for a very strong reversal on FDAX. If the market gives us a stunning signal, guys, we'll take it. At this stage, NASI, I can't send you long. S&P, I can't send you long. FDAX, I can't send you long. I can only wait for a lower low and look for an incredible long-range trade. Incredible long-range trade. Note, guys, note if I can for everybody, the 15-minute longs are not holding. So these guys, again, if the 15-minute longs were holding like this NASDAQ 2050 and literally whatever you can get your hands on, because the 15-minute time limit is not holding, it means these guys haven't finished selling yet. It's kind of a little bit of an early warning system. S&P, guys, in 2 minutes and 55 seconds, right? In 2 minutes and 55, we may be picking up a trade. We're certainly not going to pick up a trade now. Guys, we're not going to pick up a trade now. So we're just going to, not kidding, guys, please sit on your hands for a little bit. All right, sit on your hands for a little bit. I know it's very tempting to just push the button, but today is not the day to just push the button. What we're looking for, guys, in 2 minutes and 20 seconds or so on the S&P is a ratio-based static bar reversal long. Guys, that will be given to us by an indicator, so don't just assume the signal's there. NASDAQ, we're looking for the same signal. We need the S&P to be over those red Fibonacci's with the black arrow. Guys, if they're not over the Fibonacci with the black arrow, we can't take the NASDAQ long because the NASDAQ will lose against the S&P 500. Okay, now while we're answering questions on those questions about Fibonacci, you got a great question before. Lockie, did you draw your fibs on the bodies or the extreme? Always draw your Fibonacci on the extreme. The reason you draw it on the extreme, let's say of the 5-minute chart in particular, is if you draw it on the extreme of the 5-minute chart, so that Fibonacci needs to be there, guys, at the bottom of the candle. The reason being, guys, is you pick up the 1-minute fibs, the 3-minute fibs, you pick up all of the derivative fibs if you use the extreme high and the extreme low. If you use the body of the candle, guys, if you use the body of the candle, you won't get the Fibonacci agreement with the 1-minute and the 3-minute chart traders. And as a result, as your Fibonacci will be off, you'll make the wrong decisions about the market direction and ultimately you'll get stopped out. Right, so the question before about Fibonacci, it's always when you're marking trend, it's always extreme high to extreme low, which includes wicks and tails. Okay. Now, guys, we'll do questions in about 10 minutes. So once we get into the last 15 minutes of the hour, we don't take any more trades. Guys, looks like we hit more than 80 traders in Zoom today. So for those of you that are new to what we do, welcome. We do this every single day. I'd sound like a broken record. Jeff, how are you? But we do this every day. This is all that we do. And this is all that I've done for 8 months. I enjoy mastering the art of trading. There's a lot of different opinions in the world about trading, so we generally just put our fingers in the ear, guys, when it comes to other opinions, and we just do what we do. Doesn't mean NQ is not angry. Daniel, the NQ is very angry, but it's waiting for permission from the S&P 500 to be even angrier. All right, so what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? It has just closed under the previous session low. This gives the NASDAQ the opportunity to be angry. This is why we are not long again, guys. If we were long again now, we would be in pretty serious trouble. Okay. At this stage, no new signals short, guys. So the sellers have burnt too much volume. So the sellers have used too much volume trying to go short. So we can't go short on NASDAQ. We're waiting for the buyers to show some confidence. So I can't send you short on either American market. For the FDAX, I really want a lower low, please. I really want a lower low. Do I have a 4-point turning bar? Yes, I do. I can't assume a close over a pivot. Come on. Come on. So if this candle, guys, if this candle closes over the open on the FDAX, as we will be able to trade this 4-point turning bar long, right? The entry is going to be 1 point over the open when this candle closes in 3 minutes and 55 seconds, provided it closes over the open, then doesn't get pushed back under the open. Okay, very, very important point. Guys, in terms of a swing trigger short, if the buyers were to push up on FDAX here and get absolutely hammered, there is a swing trigger short setting up for the swing trigger traders. Now, the deal with the swing trigger short is it's sitting just underneath this little SBR candle, guys, and the entry's at 77, and that's assuming a close over the 50 fib of the micro trend, which is what we don't do. FDAX may just continue to reverse here. NASDAQ. At this stage, I'm going to wait for the candle to close. Guys, I need the buyers to prove they're definitely interested on NASDAQ and S&P, and you guys are going to get a long as well. All right, at this stage, FDAX, you cannot go long assuming a close over a pivot. So don't just push the buy button when you see them surging in. Please don't push the buy button. I know it's very tempting. But again, psychologically, if you take a losing trade and you've broken our rules, then it's very, very destructive psychologically, guys. So we've got to be very, very careful we don't get in that game. It's very careful we don't get in that game. Well done, Remy. Nice work. Okay. The Black Diamond Delta on NASDAQ. Guys, if you are a Black Diamond Delta trader, I would personally wait till the candle closes so we know that the S&P 500 is definitely reversing. As I may be calling you out of a trade here, just hold for the close of the candle. If it's really strong, we're going to get a really, really lovely entry anyway. If it's really weak, guys, we need this S&P 500 agreement, guys. We need this agreement. Really important point. FDAX, please don't go any further. Please don't go any further. The FDAX is my favorite market to trade, guys, out of all of these markets. And today I've been ATM'd once. So my performance today is positive, but not amazing. Yesterday, awesome. The following day, awesome plus more. So I'm just going to sit on my hands, guys, and trade my plan. No, NASDAQ, don't you run without me, please. Now, if you are a static trader, guys, if you're a static trader on NASDAQ, so you wait for the candle to close, you've got this big, strong candle here, then they've lost their strength. So some of you may, based on that loss of strength, you may have gone long on the Delta. Just don't forget the parameters for today, please. If you have gone long on the Delta, right there on the screen, your first target is 20 ticks. Right, so $100 US. So $100 US is your first target. Your second target can be 50. But please make sure the first time they touch this 20 tick target, all of your risk is controlled. You can't lose any money. And again, you're in a really, really good place to try and push it like all the way up to a 50 tick target. Understanding on NASDAQ, you cannot lose money once they've gone through the $100 target because your stop losses come to positive. Now, for those waiting for a strong buying candle, we're just waiting for that now. We're going to make sure there's no Fibonacci in the way, and then we'll see what we can come up with. FDAX at this point, let me just double check. You are going to get a it's not quite a 4-point turning bar, guys. It is a very, very strong signal, though. So for the FDAX, Again, if the sellers retrace back down to the open, you're going to target that black diamond delta there. You're going to target that black diamond delta there. I would expect a bit of a sell down, guys, on the FDAX, a bit of a sell down. Just let them sell down well below your entry point, guys, well below your entry point, and fail at Fibonacci, please. Don't you just keep going. That is a valid buy signal on the FDAX in its own right. So again, if you are going to buy the FDAX market, guys, at 108, if you are going to buy the FDAX market at 108, your first target is 113. So if you're just going to trade the strength of the candle, guys, which is this one here, it's a 6 rated candle, just the strength of the candle only. Wait for fail of Fibonacci. Your entry is 1 point over the candle at 108. Your first target is 113. Your first target is 113. Second, guys, is right up the top of the jar. A problem I've got, mate, is the but I wouldn't be surprised at all if it's a 15-minute chart trade. It is, mate. It's a 15-minute chart static. It's actually not really that sexy. So it's not that sexy on the 15-minute chart. These guys are going to go way beyond the 5-point target, though. Right? So 108 entry, 113 first target. Okay, then cut your risk off so you can't lose any money. I'm hoping, guys, we get a sell down on the FDAX so I can actually pick up a litany of reversal signals down here. All I need is a slightly lower low, even a 1 point lower low, and they might set all of our reversals. Might reset them for us, which is brilliant. All right, now, Nazi, guys, at this point in time, back to you. I've got the S&P into the middle of its trend indicator, guys, which is a sign that that's probably where these guys are going to fail. Nasdaq, I've got a very, very strong candle. You guys are also back into the middle of your trend indicator, right? So we've got to be very, very careful, guys. If these guys get stuck anywhere, it's going to be right there. Okay, so just let them cruise down. Just let them cruise down. Remy, you've done very, very well, mate. Well done. Guys, so to be super transparent, I have been ATM'd once on a trade today. Yeah, ATM'd once. I'm profitable. I'm happy camper. What I'm most happy about today, guys, is we've followed our rules perfectly. Right? I did get skipped on a trade. I did get skipped on this trade here. If I did get picked up, guys, I would have had an absolute blinder day, but that's okay. That's all right. Again, running an LTR with this many people in it, okay, sometimes you don't get picked up, which is fine. So at this stage, guys, we're setting up a swing trigger short on the FDAX. All I'm looking for is a lower low on the FDAX. That would be absolutely divine. Remy, my absolute pleasure. And thank you guys for all the comments on YouTube. Very, very much appreciated. Apparently the YouTube algorithm loves comments, so please keep commenting. It's again, we're competing against some trading schools in the world that have full-time professional YouTube teams. We obviously don't have a professional full-time YouTube team, but we are moving in the right direction, which is obviously fantastic. Now, we do have a strategy that works. Fancy that. So our work has not gone into YouTube. Our work has gone into strategy development. Tio, over target. Well done, Tio. That's magic. Oh, well done. Well done. Okay, now with all of that said, FDAX, we're just approaching the last 15 minutes. So any questions out there, guys, on Zoom? If you've got any questions at all, now's a very, very good time to be asking those questions. Okay, I'm just checking my wife's trading panel, and she's nicely positive. So well done, babe. Right, so just keep tinkering along, please. So guys, last 15 minutes. How do you avoid getting skipped? Daniel, I should have pushed the market order buy button, which is what I normally do. I normally push the market order buy button. Today I didn't, only because there is so many people in this session. I didn't want to screw up my trade. I've had a very, very profitable week this week. Like you guys, you can go and check it out on Instagram. But a very profitable week. Very happy with where I'm at. If I make a mistake today because I'm trying to run a webinar and moderate at the same time and trade, I'll be annoyed. Anton, I'm pretty new to your trading room. Where may I learn more? So Anton, first things first, jump onto the Samurai Day Trading website. You can become a free member by at the top right-hand corner. It's got a little button up there. I'll just double check what the button is for you. Mate, first things first, I would be the Getting Started video series. Again, I'll tell you what the button is. But again, I would start with the Getting Started video series. Then if you're a bit of a reader, mate, you can download the book Brokers Exposed, which is a book that I wrote about why we don't trade Forex. Further to that, what you can do is you can watch the recording of the annual conference we just did last Saturday, where we go through a lot of our sort of our trading techniques, what we're going to be doing in 2026. Got a really good set of interviews in there from traders that are in front of you, and you'll find that to be really, really good fun, mate. All of that's free, guys, 100% complimentary. The little button that you want to push, top right-hand corner of the website is a button called Community, and you can jump in there and join the free community and start understanding what we do. Okay, FDAX, we finally have a lower low. Guys, we finally have a lower low. We are in the last 15 minutes. If this candle, guys, if this candle on FDAX closes over the open, if we close over the open, we are picking up a very, very powerful reversal, guys, on that black diamond delta. There is no question about that. We just need to close over the open. We can't stay under the open. But mind you, the style of reversal they're setting up, I would really love you guys to go a little bit lower, please. Just a little bit lower. Come on. Come on, FDAX. FESX, guys, FESX is charging towards the highest price it's been all day. If the FESX gets above the pre-top, if we get above the pre-top, there is a really, really lovely, guys, really lovely long-range long setting up. There is no question. Right, now, guys, any questions at all? Any questions at all? Suzanne, I'll jump on your questions. Let me jump on your questions. Let me just double check. So for the FDAX traders, today, the most obvious trades, the most obvious trade. Now I missed the entry. I'm very annoyed. The most obvious trade, is that static bar reversal long. I was waiting for these guys to retrace down on the next candle and then picking up the order or the backup order. Those were those black deltas there on the left-hand side. Okay, so even if you waited for the strong candle, then you waited for the retrace, you waited for the sellers to get rejected, then you put your order on. That's been the absolute move of the day. That's the biggest buying candle of the day. And that buying candle was triggered by these deltas just here, right? There's two, looks like two little V3. No, there's one V3 hiding there. That little indicator there, dare I say it, is worth its weight in gold. And I say that because the FDAX has got to do some amount of work to generate that signal. So when it's on the charts, guys, it means we're ready to rock and roll. Well, Daniel, if it means you can make 20 points a day on the FDAX, around 800 Aussie dollars, mate, if we can get you to do that 3 or 4 times a week, amazing. So guys, the last 15 minutes of the hour, as we normally do, we're letting these guys cool down. As you can see, the volatility is really starting to fall out of the market. Guys, again, if the FDAX does close over the open, guys, again, if he does close over the open, this is the only trade we're allowed to take in the last 15 minutes, is a pivot-based reversal. It's trying to give us a pivot-based reversal at the moment. So we've got 20 seconds. All right, if we close like that, guys, and we stay like that, then the black diamond delta is again, very, very powerful reversal. Toby knows the name of this one. So if they close like that and then gap over the open, there's a long at 98, which is what they've done. So if you are a very, very strong reversal trader, you'd have a limit order on the FDAX. Boom. Limit order on the FDAX, guys, at 98. All right, 98, or you just push the market order buy button. If you've done that, guys, 98, your risk control point is 103. Your risk control point is 103. I've just looked at your volatility indicator, guys. Your low volatility trading. So your targets on the FDAX reversal, guys, are 5 and 10 if you're brand new at trading. 5 and 10 or 5 and 25, please. 5 and 10 or 5 and 25. That is the apps. Oh, look at it go. Holy moly. Toby, this is for you, buddy. Look at it go. I really hope I've got FDAX traded on that one. Okay, I really do. The backup trade, guys, the backup trade is the Delta. Right, the backup trade is the Delta. Caleb, nice work, mate. You know exactly what that signal is. So, guys, if they jumped over the open, we want the Black Diamond Delta or the next Black Diamond Delta. It is a static bar reversal long, guys. It's also a stronger reversal long, and it's done everything it's required to do to punish a 25-point target, which is very exciting. Very, 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 very exciting. Okay, very exciting. Daniel, instead of putting a limit order on the screen, if you're getting skipped, you literally, when the signal confirms, just push the buy button. Like literally, just push a market order buy button, and you'll be off and racing. Now, guys, in saying that, the S&P at exactly the same time has given me exactly the same signal. So everyone should be long on the S&P and the NASDAQ and the FDAX all at the same time. I've missed a trade over here, guys, on S&P. I do apologize. For those that are long on S&P, guys, your long's at 6834. For those that are long on the NASDAQ, guys, long on the NASDAQ, that delta at the black arrow is incredible. So FDAX, stunning trade. Daria, how are you? You got 5 and 20 on the FDAX. That's a beautiful trade, Daria. Well done. Well done. That is a magic trade. That is a magic trade. All right, so we waited 50 minutes for a stunning reversal on FDAX, guys, and look at the market's response. Stunning. Look at everyone, guys. Everyone is responding to the FDAX reversal. Every one of them. Skipped by order. Took that delta on the NQ, done for the session. Cam, well done, mate. That is fantastic. Guys, well done. Guys, we've got a Toby reversal. I'll use a code name for the Toby reversal. Got a Toby reversal on the NASDAQ. Guys, with a delta confirmation. Got a Toby reversal down here, flown. You've got the same thing on FDAX, guys. Look at the market's response. Mandy, you got 16 and 51 times 2 on the NASDAQ. Well done, Mandy. That is a massive trade. Well, that is, guys, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's very cool, in fact. That's very, very cool. So, again, if that's your trade, guys, I can only call you into the 101 signals. If that is your trade there, that is textbook. And have a look at the market's response. Guys, that is just incredible. So we are, let's look at little FESX. Let's look, the moment these guys came back above that 4-hour break point, it's been nothing but buy. So look, guys, I believe we've done very, very well today, personally. I believe we've done incredibly well. Steve, I hope you appreciate that. And what are we looking for now, guys? We're looking for pivot-based reversals. I'm getting into the last 5 minutes. Rog, you got +6 on that move, 70 for the session. Holy moly, mate. 70 points. That is massive result, mate. That is a massive result. So massive. Well, yeah, no, that's okay, mate. That's a huge result, mate. So very well done. It looks like your overseas project is going to come faster than we were planning, which is very exciting. Very exciting indeed. So guys, I have officially missed 2 trades, one on the NASDAQ, one on the S&P 500. Now, for those that are slightly more advanced, you've got an absolutely incredible reversal over there, and you look at the market's response, it has gone ballistic. And four, guys, for everybody else, we're now waiting. We're coming into the last 5 minutes. Yeah, so guys, if you do place an order in the market and it does get skipped, you can just push the buy button, guys, and then take your original order off if you want to. Particularly on a volatile day, guys, sometimes orders do get skipped, and the way to combat the skipping of the order is to use the market order buy and sell button. Okay, that's the way to do it. Now, Fibonacci, guys, you're going to have to flip this round. Now, if you're watching, guys, for the first time, today has been quite a difficult session. It's been quite a technical session to trade. Those that are well trained, those that know what they're doing, you've obviously done very, very well today, which is exciting. Those with a little bit less training, some of the stuff we talk about might not make a lot of sense right now, but again, in time, it will definitely make sense. Okay, S&P 500, guys, on the turn of the hour. If we get a nice little buying push here, guys, we're looking for a sell. Guys, we're looking for a sell. All right, now at this stage, guys, the last 5 minutes of the hour, so just be careful, guys. If everyone is posting profit, just be careful you don't get romanced into just pushing the button. Again, we don't want to just push the button, guys, for the sake of pushing the button. We only want valid trades. We've done okay today, guys, on FDAX. We've had 3 on FDAX. Very simple trades. NASDAQ, you guys have had 2. I've missed one, which was incredible. And S&P, you guys have had 2, and I missed one. All right, so we're doing okay. We could be doing better, but I'm also trying to watch a lot of things moving very fast. So we'll just do our best. Okay, so at this stage, don't overtrade, Rog. There's nothing worse than making really good money and then giving it back, guys. So if you're over your daily goal, which many of you are, please, please, please don't take another live trade. Yeah, MJ, 114. 114. Yeah, Toby, it's fine. It's got to be in the new hour though, mate. So what we need is we need the candle to close where it is. We would then need the buyers to show inside the new hour and fail. All right, so inside the failure's got to be inside the new hour. Mandy, nice work. Well done. So, guys, 2 minutes. This is the Widowmaker candle, guys, for a reason. This is the candle that destroys trading accounts. So if you're going to stay out of the market on any candle, stay out of this one. Now stay out on this one. Now, as a backup trade for the FTAX traders, in 1 minute and 50 seconds, again, we're about to get a very strong reversal short. If the candle closes like that in 1 minute and 40 seconds, then the buyers push up inside the new hour. Then that red diamond delta short at 101 is looking very good, but that is not for 90 seconds. It is not for 90 seconds, and we must see buying inside the new hour, guys, before we look to go short. Toby, very, very well spotted, mate, on that Toby reversal long as well. And that's the first one we got on FTX today. Bloody brilliant trade. Absolutely brilliant. All right, so 1 minute, guys, 1 minute until the new hour starts. Please note, guys, this could be the first time the S&P 500 is held and closed over a 60-minute chart static bar reversal long. So again, just be super, super, super aware, guys. If the S&P 500 and NASDAQ both close efficient candles long, we don't want to be going short. We want to be going long. MJ, just wait for the signal to set first. If it sets and stays set, which I don't think it will, but if it sets and stays set, then we'll enter at the delta. All right, so efficient candles, guys, very strong candles coming on the NASDAQ. very potentially quite strong candle. Excuse me. Okay, is that a, no? It's not. So for the Nasdaq and S&P, guys, S&P traders, we need the S&P to push up first. We need it to create a higher high, and then we're looking to go short on the Nasdaq and the S&P. For the FDAX, at this stage, I've got no trade for you, guys. FDAX, no trade, please, no trade. All right, it might take a little bit of time for the turn of the hour to come to us. FDAX, don't you dare. Now, if the FDAX does sell down, guys, if the FDAX does sell down, but the FDAX, guys, we've got a static bar reversal short. Right, I was focusing on a slightly bigger pattern here. You do have a static bar reversal short. It's back into the open, and it's assuming a close over the middle of the pivot, middle of the MDI. So what I'm going to do, guys, instead is I want the sellers to sell down. We're not going to sell the market. What I want them to sell down, come down and fail. The sellers come down and fail at these Fibonacci's, and then I want to pick up the static bar reversal long again. Again, I need the buyers to show on the American markets and fail badly, please. You would laugh at my profit, guys. Based on the last couple of days, where by this point in time I've been sitting solidly in the thousands. Today, not as sexy. Still positive. I think today it's been really volatile. The most important thing today, is we've followed our plan, guys. It's so important. We've followed our plan. We've done what we were told. I have missed 2 trade entries. So that's my fault. That's not the market's fault. That is my fault. If I had have picked up the entry by pushing the market buy button, which I normally do, I'd be several $1,000s positive. But we're not going to lose sleep over one missed trade, guys. We're just going to come back tomorrow and we're going to do the same thing again. Ideally end the week on a massive high. There's the buying push, guys. Oh, this is news coming through, the twitching of the candles. So this is the Swissy news coming through. No, so just let it roll through. If we do get a higher high, guys, if we do get a higher high on the Nasdaq, which we don't have yet, I'm looking for a short. All right, so Swissy News is twitching the markets, guys. You see the candles twitching, doing what they do. Dan, which indicator is the interdiction sign on the upper side of the candles? The interdiction sign, mate, do you mean this one here? Do you mean that one there? Is that what you mean by interdiction? Yeah, that's the Widowmaker candle, mate. So again, that's the one that says don't trade off this candle. It's the last 5 minutes. So it's a red warning sign that comes on the candle just to remind you you're in the last 5 minutes. And Dan, what I was actually talking to Tim about recently was actually creating an audio file. So actually, the moment that trigger comes on, it will then say to you, please be careful, you're in the last 5 minutes. Because quite often, if people aren't trading in the live trading room, they forget about the last 5 minutes and then they get drilled. Yeah, man, it is there, 100%. It is there. Let me tell you which indicator it is. Let me just try the S&P. Let me just tell you, it might disappear off the top of my screen. It has, I'll go... hourly close, mate. That one right there. So if you load the hourly close, it's going to show you. It's going to show you that. Now, what I'll do, mate, is I'll talk to Tim about that audio warning on the candle as well, because, again, if you're trading by yourself, we don't want you making the mistake of trading into the hourly close. Okay, here we go. At this stage, wow. Okay, so at this stage, I've got no trades anywhere. Guys, I've got no trades anywhere. I've got an incredible static bar reversal short on the S&P 500 with no higher high. All right, so no higher high. FDAX at this buyer zone, the stair step. Right, buyer zone, the stair step. So we're looking for selling-based reversals. The only selling-based reversal, guys, I can give you is if we basically, if the FDAX was to push up, to, this is why we're not short on the NASDAQ, guys. Really important. There's our higher high. So watch for the higher high on the S&P as well. Whoa, here we go. Here we go. There's our higher high. This is why we're not short. So good. Holy moly. All right, this is a 60-minute swing trigger long, guys, on S&P 500. It's a 60-minute swing long. What does that ultimately mean? If they can't hold the long, we're going to go short. If they can hold the long, we're going to go long. And we've got to wait 3 minutes and 41 seconds to find out what they're going to do. For the FDAX traders, your next trade will either be, I've missed an entry here, guys, on the upper OSR. So if the guys buyers on the stair step, if you waited for the buyers to push up, they've now created the higher high. If you've gone short underneath the upper OSR, guys, then your volatility is now low volatility trading. So you'd be looking for a 5-point first target, 10-point second target. For the static entry traders, I don't have an entry for you on the FDAX for the static traders. That V3 delta on NASDAQ is valid if you're happy to hold the risk. All right, so the V3 delta is valid. If you are going to go long, guys, on the NASDAQ, again, please have a tight risk control and long range target. S&P 500 is pushing through to its S1. If the S&P 500 closes over its S1, guys, that NASDAQ is going to go a long way. Now, the flip side of a long way, guys, the S&P 500 is at a pivot. So if you're not already on that delta trade, well on your way to your risk control point, guys, don't take the trade again. Guys, we're just waiting for the S&P to give us guidance as to what it wants to do. Toby, yes, mate, 100%. So, Caleb, your key price level, mate, 114. Your key price level, 114. Anyone that is long, guys, on the NASDAQ Delta V3, all right, that is a 20-tick box. So you've gone through your 20-tick risk control point. Right? So I would personally be in with a 20-tick first target, a 50-tick second target. But if these guys go through 20 ticks, guys, my stop loss must come to positive. So I've got no money at risk on the trade. All right, so if you are long on that Delta V3, guys, it takes a huge amount of work for the market to generate that signal. So there's institutional interest in the market at exactly this price. If you are long on the NASDAQ, guys, 20-tick first target, 50-tick second target, no risk, please. Absolutely no risk on that trade. Guys, if they can't go up, particularly if the S&P 500 can't get through the S1, guys, then the NASDAQ is going to be pulled back down. Try the hourly close when there's no action on the charts. Mind showing the settings, please. Dan, try the hourly close. Oh, I might have the wrong one, mate. Hold on one sec. I'll have to show you a boat in the background. Hold on one sec. All right, indicators. We're not missing any trades. Hourly close. Okay. So what I've done, mate, is I've made it crimson, and I think I made it 100. Let me just have a quick look. Okay. So push there. Let me have a look. Okay. Is it back on? I might go and grab my NASDAQ one for you. All right, now just let me do this, mate, while I'm bopping along. NASDAQ traders, that delta is valid short. If the buyers buy the market up, then that is valid short with exactly the same parameters we spoke about before. All right, so what we want for the NASDAQ traders, we want the buyers to buy up and fail at Fibonacci, then pick up your delta short and go at least 20 ticks to the downside. That's your 20 tick box. All right, so anybody that is short on the NASDAQ, please, you're looking for, they've just gone through a 20 tick target. So if you are short, guys, so if you waited for the buyers to show on the NASDAQ and fail at Fibonacci, you've gone short on the red delta and they've just punished a 20 tick target. If you're not short already, guys, the buyers have got to push back up again. All right, the buyers have got to push back up again, fail at Fibonacci again, and then pick up your short. Okay, let him go. Just let him go. Let him go. Let him go. So double failure reversal signal, guys, coming on the S&P 500. Mate, I have to go and fix my box to go fix my indicator. So again, let me just double check. It's here on it's there on the NASDAQ. Mate, what I'll do is I'll just go and check the NASDAQ settings. But I'll just watch this candle, mate. I'll just watch this candle very, very closely. Steve, NQ retrace 25580, 25580. Thank you. 25580. So I'd suggest at this stage, guys and girls, if the S&P 500 gets above its S1, then we're going long on the NASDAQ. If it gets stuck at its S1, this is clearly setting up double failure reversal short, guys, on the S&P 500. That could drag down, guys. That could drag down on the NASDAQ. So again, just watch what that little S&P does, guys. Or the little S&P is biggest market in the world when America wakes up. Okay. Now, FTX traders, you're gearing up for an absolutely stunning textbook, amazing reversal. I'm sure you can read into that as much as you need to. Yeah, mate. Yeah, I'll do it a bit later. Stunning reversal coming on FTX. Don't you run without us. Guys, if you're being a bit cheeky on FTX, the red diamond delta short at 101 is valid. If you're going to go short on the FTX at 101, guys, you've got a 5-point first target. Okay, 5-point first target. Now, if you are going to go short, guys, at 101, your risk is just inside the risk profile, If you're going to wait for the candle to close, guys, and then take the short, you've got 1 minute and 50 to go. If you are going to go short, guys, at 101 on FTX, your target is 96. If you're waiting for a strong reversal, guys, like super strong reversal, you're waiting 1 minute and 37 seconds. Earlier, but there is also a 5 minute 200 EMA at 589. Thank you, mate. Thank you. So at this stage, guys, second tier reversal traders, S&P off the S1. Guys, if you are a second tier reversal trader, a double touch reversal, you've waited for the higher high to be created and then gone short underneath the S1. Guys, so please make sure your pivots are the correct ones. Guys, entry point 4475, first target 4375, second target is 4275. NASDAQ, it looks like that delta is going to reload again. Guys, we are in the last 90 seconds, so please don't put the order on now. Guys, we are looking for the buyers to show in the next candle and fail badly. FTX traders, if you're short at 101, your target was 96. You've gone as low as 95, so you're through your 5-point target, please. Cheers, nice work. Well done, mate. Well done. No new trades, guys, please. No new trades in the last 90 seconds. No new trades in the last 90 seconds. Cheers, my pleasure. Yeah, great trade, mate. Great trade. Again, mathematically perfect. All right, Nazi, at this stage, guys, if the S&P 500 closes over the S1, we can't go short. We can only go long. So what that means for the NASDAQ, guys, is there is a buy order that can sit 2 ticks over the top of this one rated candle here. If you are going to go long on NASDAQ, guys, if you are going to go long on NASDAQ, it's exactly the same protocol as what we've been doing all day. Exactly the same protocol. So if you are long, I'm just looking at Steve's figures here. Where are Steve's? 589, 589, 589. Okay, and nowhere near that. Okay, so as at this stage, let me just watch what these NASDAQ traders are doing. FDAX has closed a very strong reversal signal, guys, into a pivot, right? Into a pivot. So we're not going to take that short. NASDAQ, I'm waiting for the retrace. I don't want them, that Fibonacci's up the wrong way. I don't want them to retrace much further. I don't want these guys to retrace much further. Well done. Good. Do you want to come here and get on the camera? Well done, everybody.
Well done.
So, guys, the CEO is leaving the office. She's up very nicely profit-wise. So she's leaving. The cameras are turned off, Mandy, at the moment. The cameras are turned off. Point being is, though, I thought one of the cameras was on. So, actually, the VMix camera's on. Now, with all of that said, guys, what time is it? We're 16 minutes in, guys. We're 16 minutes into the next session. FDAX, I would kill to be short, but we've got a pivot in the way. All right, kill to be short. Nazi, we've got a really, really lovely retrace coming in, guys. So if we get a really lovely retrace and rejection, then we're looking to pick up the long, guys, over the top of this efficient candle. All right, so there's our one rated candle there. Just waiting for the sellers to wander in, guys, and get absolutely smacked. If the sellers don't get smacked by the buyers, guys, on the NASDAQ, and the S&P 500 closes back under the S1, we're setting up a really lovely short on both American markets. Okay, really short on both American markets. At the moment, guys, we are long, not short. So if you are long, guys, over the top of the NASDAQ candle, if you are long, guys, depending on how you trade, that's your 20 tick box. All right, there is your delta right there. We're waiting for the sellers to retrace back down, hit Fibonacci, get violently rejected, and go absolutely nuts to the high side. Okay. Now, this kind of retrace, guys, so you see how the retrace is working together on the S&P and the S&P and also the S&P and NASDAQ. All right, now at this stage, the sellers are not convincing anybody on the American markets that they've got any tenacity whatsoever. Guys, again, great pivot level. Please make sure your pivots are in the right spot. If they're in the wrong spot, you are literally trading into brick walls and you don't even know they're there. Anybody long on NASDAQ, guys, I'd suggest that the 20 tick risk control point, if you are long, guys, depending on your trading style, again, we do need the S&P 500 to support that trade. Let me go. ATM 12 Gs, mate, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Now, FDAX, guys, I can't send you short. Guys, I can't send you short. So just, guys, I always get asked the question, Lockie, what's your ATM on NASDAQ, guys? I use a touch 16. So the moment these guys move 16 ticks in my favor, my stop loss comes to positive, so I can't lose any money. Guys, if you're long on that delta there, guys, or over the top of this candle here, all we need is the buyers to push through the top of that box, and everyone should have triggered their risk control. The buyers are showing some tenacity on the S&P, there's no doubt. NASDAQ, you're straggling a little bit, darling. Okay, I would suggest that 20 tick target is a pretty much endangered species at this point in time. But again, guys, we'll just let the candles do the work for you, please. S&P, the buyers are very much in control of the S&P, guys, so we should see that reflected on the NASDAQ. NQ now is a 4 hour, 60-minute swing short setting up. Steve, thank you. I've got to go and have a look at another chart, guys, but at this point in time, guys, if I was long on the NASDAQ at this stage, guys, my risk control is 16 ticks. So again, if they get anywhere near, guys, if they get anywhere near the top of that candle again and they don't absolutely punish through, then I would be neutralizing my risk on the trade. All right, so let's just watch very, very closely. These guys are very undecided as to what they want to do. FDAX at this stage, just watch what they're doing over there on the left-hand side. At this stage, so you're really sexy reversal, guys. Set and didn't trigger. NASDAQ, you've just gone through your 20 tick target. Well done. FDAX, you set and did not trigger short, so that means they're probably going to go long. I can't send you long, guys, at this stage. No, I can't send you long. Well, NASDAQ, holy moly, look at you go. So anybody that is long, guys, anybody that is long on the NASDAQ over the top of these deltas here, guys, if you are long, that's obviously gone really, really nicely through the 20 tick first target and it's on its way to 50, but no one's got any risk on that trade, please. Mandy, nice work. Well done. So no one's got any risk on the trade. FDAX, the only signal I can give you guys, is if you guys push up to the pre-top. Geez, you've had a good session, mate. Well done. Yeah, no. If you've made really good money today, do not hang around and give it back, please. That's called punting as opposed to professional trading. So don't become a punter, please. NASDAQ, if you're long, you've gone through the 20 tick target and the 50 tick target. Okay, so you guys are likely to run out of steam at the 50 fib of the day. So that trade was very, very much in the right spot. Guys, what we did is we wanted this really strong candle. We waited for a really nice retracement and a violent rejection. Then we got on and then we ran it to the high side. Okay, so if you are long on the NASDAQ, that's our third trade on the NASDAQ for the day. I did miss an absolute stunner, guys. I did miss a stunner because I was calling the trade on the FDAX. Either way, NASI, you guys have had 3 trades today. S&P, you guys have had 1, 2, 3. And FDAX, you've had probably a little bit more, 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys have had 4 trades, but I've missed trades. I've missed a couple of trades. So again, I was expecting, guys, around about 12 to 16 trades. I have missed some, but everybody's profitable. That's probably the most important point, guys. Everybody's profitable. That's kind of the only thing that matters on a volatile day, guys, is that everybody's walking away making money. That's what we need. All right, now FDAX at this stage, you do have a pre-top reversal. Right, now, again, you guys are, let me have a look. If the FDAX traders are well over your daily goal, all right, don't take this trade. If you need another trade, guys, you're going to go short at 137, please. And in fact, we're coming into the last 90 seconds of the candle, so we might wait, guys, for your entry. All right, so I'm looking for an entry at 137 with a 132 target. We'll just let this candle close, guys, because you don't like entering in the last 90 seconds. Okay. Now, what I do love about what the S&P and NASDAQ have done today, guys, is we've set up 2 incredibly powerful reversals on the NASDAQ, S&P, and FDAX all at the same time. Guys, this exact reversal is what we focus on for very big moves. And as it turns out, the NASDAQ and S&P and FDAX, guys, have all gone in kind on that one, which is really exciting. Guys, any questions at all? We've literally got 5 minutes to go. Are there any questions at all about anything that we've done today? For those that are new to what we do, it's been a very technical session today. It's been quite hard to trade. Guys, so again, if you're looking at what we're doing, saying, wow, this is crazy. Guys, today was very hard. Tomorrow is probably going to be a lot easier, being a Friday. And we are off the back of FOMC last night. So we were expecting it to be volatile. There's no question. Guys, any questions at all? We've got about 5 minutes to go. Any questions at all from anyone, guys, about anything? Any questions at all? I think we've got young Christian coming in, guys. So let me just grab your microphone here in the background. So hold on one tick. Hold on 1 second. All right, mate, give me a sound check now. I can see you there. Okay, now I can't hear you, but that could be a problem at my end. so hold on. There you are there. Hold on. No. It could be my problem. Just wait one. Guys, can you hear Christian? Can you hear Christian talking? Can you hear Christian talking? You may be able to. Yes, you may be able to. It could be my machine, mate. It could be my machine. No. So, Christian, we can't hear you talking at this stage. We can't hear you at this stage. Now, FDAX is setting up an incredible reversal. Here we go again. All right. Now, mate, can you have a chat for us? See if we can hear you now.
I guess you can hear me now.
I can definitely hear you now. 100% correct.
Lachlan, how is it going?
Yes, everyone can hear you now, mate. Well done. Today I've missed 2 trades on the NASDAQ. Well, sorry, 1 trade on the NASDAQ, 1 trade on the S&P. And that's because they triggered at the split second the FDAX triggered. We've had 3 good trades on the NASDAQ, 3 good trades on the S&P, and between 3 and 4 good trades on the FDAX. So let's call that 10 reasonable trades. I did miss a couple, mate, but it's been a really volatile, really complicated day. But no one's been slapped in the face and everybody's made money. And that means that I think we've had a good day. I think that's the most important point, mate. We dodged a number of bullets, mate. We dodged a number of really heavy bullets, and that's always good fun. That's always good fun.
That's really great to hear, especially with the market right now. I had the chance to check the charts before joining you again, and it was pretty volatile as expected, right?
So, sorry, what was that again, mate? Sorry, I missed that one.
I'm saying that I checked the charts before joining you, and it was really volatile as you expected.
100%. So, mate, we had a couple of new traders in the session with us today, and those new traders were like, wow, this is really, really fast. And I had to say to them, just be really, really careful that not all of our days are like this. Mate, it was a volatile day. Most important point, we had all winning trades, no losses. Everybody's made money. A lot of people are well over their KPI and they've left. And as I said, everyone, it's very, very boring, but we're literally just going to come back tomorrow and do the same thing again. That's all we do. And mate, again, as long as people haven't been slapped in the face, very volatile day, but we've navigated it very carefully. We've followed our rules. I don't think you can ask for more than that, mate, honestly. So it's been good. It's been good.
That's great. I'm so happy to hear that. Especially with the market right now, you managed it well and you're safe, right? In the end of the day, it's way more important to protect instead of trying to hunt some random profits, right?
Way more important, as you've said, mate, way more important to protect your capital. And again, we do this 5 days a week. So if we have a day that's a little bit technical like this, then we say, okay, well, today's a bit technical. We've all made money. We'll come back tomorrow. It should be a lot easier tomorrow because the FOMC volatility will be gone. So
great.
So all in all, mate, we've survived another day. We've done very well. And the signals, again, have worked again. So we'll just come back tomorrow and do the same thing. How about that?
I'm extremely happy to hear that. So I guess we're going to be ending our live session. Lachlan, thank you very much for joining today. As usual, everything is exceptional from your side. For you guys, I just wanted to remind that we have a TTP Pass right now. It's the campaign which you can get silver or golden TTP Pass, which gives you 20% discount for the whole 2026. Go out to our website, check the full information. You get not only the discounts, but as well exclusive perks like Discord VIP channel, exclusive access to giveaways, exclusive access to bonuses. You can read all the details on our website. And we have a challenge going on. If you want to win a TTP Pass and 100K challenge, you can film a video, post it answering the question, what are you ready to do in order to get the TTP Pass? Go over to our Instagram, in the pinned post, you can find all information about it. And yeah, we're gonna be finishing the stream. Thanks again, Lachlan. I'm gonna be wishing you a great day, and thanks everyone for joining us.
Perfect. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, TTP. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.